Hello, 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 and welcome to ER Emotional Response Podcast. This is Life Coaching with Ink. Ivory, how are you doing? I feel like it's been ages since I've released an episode, and it feels like that because of the holiday and New Year's Eve and just spending time with family. And how you start the year sets up precedents for how your year will go. And my year started with my family, my unit, and it also started with business partners and moving forward into some new steps. So I don't talk much about the future because you got to remain prayerful and you always got to lean and depend on your strength coming from God. I don't impose my belief system on anyone. So if you don't believe in God, that's still fine. But just me personally, that's why I don't talk too much about the future, because I know everything is, I have to say, with Lord willing, and it keeps me at a humble state. But one thing I wanted to share about me not releasing an episode in a while and just shutting off from certain things. I just wanted to make notice to those that are under the sound of my voice and have family and have loved ones. Make it a point this year to start shutting off your devices. When it comes to the holidays, you don't have to post all the pictures of your trips, or not even just for holidays, any event. You flying out, you're being with your family, you're traveling, you spending the day somewhere. Shut your phone completely off. Trust me, the world will go on. It's so crazy because I was doing dishes the other day and I was realizing how much of a frenzy your phone can put you in when you don't get the correspondences that you've been accustomed to getting throughout the day. There was a day and time when we only relied on landlines. And if your significant other, your husband, your wife went to work, you went through your day and you went to work and you attended to your affairs the same way that they attended to their affairs, and you returned home in such a way that you was enjoying their presence. You really wasn't concerned about the outside world. You was looking at TV together. You was eating dinner together, laughing and joking together. A lot of things went on. Now we're in such a digital world, we don't know what it is to do an activity without posting it. And though that's not the topic for today, I just want to bring awareness to this aspect when it comes to emotional wellness. As advanced as technology is, sad to say, we are as disconnected more than ever before in history. We don't have regular social connections to the point that we go into a frenzy, or we put tones or vibes to things that's not even necessary. Someone sends you a text, and because the way you're perceiving the world, you take the text a certain way. And they didn't put no exclamation marks. They didn't put no emoji, angry faces. And you put a text. Behind that text, you put a tone. And that's how disconnected we are. Instead of calling someone, talking to them, hearing their voice, hearing their tone behind their message, we miss it and we assume. And so, through assumption, we become disconnected, because our assumptions can push us further away from each other. And things get lost in translation. I never saw things get lost in translation and people get closer. The repercussions of things getting lost in translation is people grow separate. So, when you seek to understand people and communicate in an effective way, sometimes you have to stop texting and start calling. And if you are not calling and you can actually see the person, that's even better. Take the time out to become reconnected in ways that you were before. Take the time out to tune out of social media, to tune in to each other's world. So you grow in understanding, you grow in closeness. Some things don't need to be said. And by you dwelling with one another, you can already know with a look or a certain manner, you know what is being communicated without any words being exchanged. We need to get back to that. We need to get back to that. The topic that we're talking about tonight is, are you dateable? We starting a new year off and everybody's with this title, New Year, New Me. But I don't believe in that jargon. It's actually New Year, same you. Same you. New goals could be added. Continued goals can be further. But the new year is not a new you. We are moving in a direction that's so unhealthy for us. Cutting people off. Abandoning relationships. All because of these certain little jargons that come up. Little quotes and sayings. New me, new year, new me, new you. And cut it out. Cut it out. Your heart, as strong as it is one of the most fragile machines that exists. It pumps blood. It aches in pain. Cut it out. Stop moving in a way where you're causing yourself self-inflicted wounds. Are you dateable? Are you dateable? And you have to be the person to actually confirm, are you dateable? You don't go through several dates and you figure out that you're not dateable or you are. No, it begins with you. And if you're able to assess that before you go on a date, you save the person time and you save yourself time. Because there is a such thing as not being dateable. There is a such thing as not being dateable. If you have unresolved issues towards any ex, take the time out and resolve it. Take the time out to sift through all the emotions. You might not get closure. You might not ever speak to the person again, but make closure for yourself. Find out all the feelings that are resting under all those unresolved thoughts. Those thoughts that remain in your heart and in your mind that govern why you do and say the things you say. Everybody has experienced pain, but what person you know after they heal from a certain wound, they continue walking like that wound is open and gaping and unhealed? It will look awkward. Once you heal in a certain area, you need to move forward and walk in wholeness. So number one, you shift your frequency to a positive realm so that you attract exactly what you want. And number two, you become appealing to people that you want to date. Nobody wants to date a person that's a bag of issues. And if you're able to assess in any shape or form that you have unresolved issues, save another person's time and really spend time with yourself. And this topic is to push you in a direction of starting a year out and really spending time with self. Whether it's meditation, whether it's journaling, whether it's going out to eat, going to the movies, start spending time with yourself. You go get your nails done, you go get your hair done. Don't pick up social media. Deal with your thoughts. Because if you're at a point where you're tired of being by yourself, before you even engage with anyone else, you have to engage with self. You have to sit with you and trust and believe. The more comfortable you are with being with you, the more comfortable people will be with you. So you have to assess, are you even dateable? Another question that you have to ask yourself is, are you still dancing around with the thoughts of old flames, old relationships? Are you still dancing around those thoughts? Are you still texting and calling exes and entertaining them as a possibility? It's like a backed up dream. That's my first picture. Water cannot run freely through a dream if it's backed up in any shape or form. And you holding on to the past, dancing on the idea of maybe that you and that person might get back together, or maybe y'all need to rekindle something y'all had in the past. Stop it. Stop it. Be in the present. Assess things for what they are. Because one thing that happens when someone thinks of the past, they always remember the good times they had with the person and they dismiss the bad times. If you're not with the person right